Ladies and gentlemen, there is something powerful that each of us has inside, a potential so immense, so boundless, that it can shape our futures in ways we've never even imagined. But here's the truth. Success isn't something that just happens. It's not a coincidence. It's not a matter of luck or chance. It's something that we create, something we build day by day, hour by hour. So today, I want to talk to you about how to create a life that guarantees your success. If you want to create a life that guarantees your success, everything begins with vision. You see, vision is more than just a wish or a dream. Vision is the image you create in your mind of the life you want to lead, the person you want to become, and the future you want to build. It's not enough to simply wake up every day and react to the world around you. If you don't have a vision, if you don't have a clear direction, you're simply drifting. And drifting is not the way to success. Imagine you're standing in front of a vast, open ocean, and you have a boat. You get in, you push off from the shore, and you start to row. But there's no map, there's no compass. You're just moving, but not really moving toward anything. You might be working hard, you might be sweating, you might be busy all day long, but if you don't know where you're going, you're just floating aimlessly. That's what life can feel like without a vision. You might be busy, but are you making progress? Are you headed in a direction that will get you to your goals? Without vision, the answer is no. But when you have a clear vision, when you know exactly where you're headed, everything changes. It's like getting into that same boat, but this time you have a map. You know where you're going. You know the exact course you need to follow. Now, every stroke of the oar has purpose. Every move you make is intentional. The work you're putting in has direction and meaning. Your vision doesn't just help you get to where you want to be. It guides you when things get tough, and it helps you adjust when the winds shift. You can always adjust course, but only if you know where you're heading in the first place. Take the example of Steve Jobs. When he started Apple, there were plenty of people who thought he was out of his mind. Back in the 1970s, the idea of personal computers was still a distant dream. People didn't understand his vision for a world connected by technology. But Steve Jobs didn't care what others thought. He had a clear, unshakable vision for the future. He saw a world where technology could empower people, where everyone could have access to powerful tools in the palm of their hands. It wasn't just about creating a product. It was about creating a movement, changing the way we live and interact with the world. And that vision was what kept him going when things got difficult. When he faced obstacles, when others doubted him, his vision kept him on course. It wasn't about a specific product. It was about a bigger purpose, a vision that would define his life and change the world. And here's the key. Your vision doesn't have to be as grand as changing the world, but it does need to be yours. When you set a clear vision for your life, you're not just telling others what you want to achieve. You're telling yourself that you are worthy of something meaningful. You are worth the effort. You are worth the struggle. You are worth the sacrifice. And when you have that vision, you automatically give yourself the tools to get there. It's not enough to say, I want to be successful. What does success look like for you? Is it a career in a field you love? Is it financial freedom? Is it creating a legacy for your family? Once you define what success looks like, then your vision becomes the roadmap. That vision gives you clarity. It helps you make decisions. And when you come to a crossroads, your vision helps you choose the path that aligns with your goals. It eliminates distractions. It focuses your energy on the things that matter most, and it gives you the resilience to keep going when things get tough. Here's the truth. Your vision is not just a mental exercise. It's not a wishful thought. It's a blueprint for your life. When you create a powerful vision, you begin to craft your future. And once you have that vision, once you truly believe in it, nothing can stand in your way. It doesn't matter what others say. It doesn't matter how many times you fail. If you hold on to that vision with conviction, That vision will be your guiding light, your motivation, your reason for pressing on. It will become the source of your strength. So I ask you today, what is your vision? What do you see for your life? It's time to stop drifting. It's time to grab the oars and start steering your boat toward the future you want. When you create a life with a clear, defined vision, you guarantee your success, because that vision will always guide you no matter the storms that come your way, no matter how far the journey. The key is to get in the boat, get clear on your destination, and row with purpose. Success isn't something that just lands on your lap, not by accident and not by waiting. It requires a constant commitment to growth, to learning, and to evolution. Vision is the starting point, yes, but it's the commitment to grow, to become better, that propels you forward. Growth isn't just about adding more to your life. It's about expanding your capabilities, refining your skills, and constantly pushing yourself beyond the limits you thought you had. You see, growth isn't optional. It's not something you can skip. It's the very foundation of success. Think about it. Success requires constant improvement. If you're not growing, you're staying the same. And if you're staying the same, you're falling behind. Time moves forward whether you do or not. You can't afford to sit still. You can't afford to let your skills or knowledge plateau. Success isn't reserved for the people who are already great. It's reserved for those who keep working, those who keep improving, those who keep learning every single day. Let's take a look at someone like Michael Jordan. People often talk about his championships, his athleticism, his incredible talent. But what they often miss is the commitment he had to growth. When Michael Jordan won his first championship, it wasn't the end of his journey. In fact, it was only the beginning. He didn't rest on his laurels. He didn't think, I've made it, now I can relax. No, he put in the work every single day. He was relentless. He showed up when no one was watching. He practiced when others were resting. He learned from every mistake. And that's why we remember him as the greatest basketball player to ever live. The truth is, the most successful people in the world aren't the ones who stop once they reach a goal. They're the ones who set new goals and keep striving for better. They're the ones who are committed to growth, who understand that no matter where you are today, there's always room for improvement. Michael Jordan didn't become a legend by staying the same. He became a legend because he was always looking for ways to get better. And that's the question we all have to ask ourselves. Are we making the commitment to grow every day? Are we doing something, no matter how small, that takes us closer to our goals? Every day counts. Every single day is an opportunity to improve. If you're not doing something today that is pushing you toward your goals, then you're letting opportunities slip by. Growth doesn't wait for a perfect moment. It's something that happens through consistent effort, day in and day out. You can have the best vision in the world, but if you don't commit to growing, to learning, to evolving, that vision will remain just that, a vision. It will never become reality. Success doesn't happen by accident. It happens by making the daily decision to improve. It happens by being willing to put in the work, to fail, to get back up, and to keep going. The most successful people aren't the ones who avoid failure. They're the ones who understand that failure is just a part of the process. It's through failure that we grow. It's through the struggles that we learn the most valuable lessons. Success requires you to be intentional about growth. It's about getting better each day. It's about putting in the time, putting in the effort, and being committed to continuous improvement. The world doesn't wait for you to catch up. If you're not moving forward, you're falling behind. The only way to guarantee success is to make the decision right now that you are going to commit to growth. Not just when it's convenient, but every single day. Look at your own life. What is it that you're doing to grow today? What action are you taking that is moving you closer to your goals? Are you learning something new? Are you refining your skills? Are you pushing yourself outside your comfort zone? Growth isn't just about learning more. It's about becoming more. It's about becoming the person who can handle the challenges that come your way. It's about becoming the person who deserves the success that you desire. So ask yourself this: what will it take for you to make that commitment to growth every single day? Because that's the secret. If you want to guarantee success, the key is simple: grow every day. Make the decision now and start taking action toward the person you want to become. Every step you take, every decision to grow, will get you closer to the life you envision for yourself. The power to create that life is in your hands, and it starts with your commitment to growth. Motivation is a powerful feeling. It can ignite a fire within you, pushing you to take action when you feel inspired and excited. It gives you that initial burst of energy, that spark that makes you want to chase your dreams and conquer the world. But here's the thing about motivation: it doesn't last. It's like a flame that burns bright for a short time but quickly fades away. On some days, you wake up feeling motivated, ready to take on the world. But other days, that fire is nowhere to be found. So what happens when motivation fades? What keeps you going then? The answer is discipline. Discipline is the quiet, steady force that keeps you moving forward even when motivation is nowhere to be found. It's the decision to show up every day even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who give up when things get tough. You see, motivation can't always be relied upon. It's unpredictable. But discipline is unwavering. Discipline is the routine, the habit, the commitment to do what needs to be done day after day, regardless of how you feel. Let's think about it in a practical way. Imagine someone who wakes up at 5 a.m. every morning to exercise. They don't do it because they're motivated. They don't wake up excited every day to hit the gym. They do it because they've developed the discipline to get up and move no matter what. They've made it a habit, and habits are stronger than fleeting feelings of motivation. They understand that in the long run, consistent action is what creates results, not temporary bursts of energy. They've embraced the power of discipline. Take someone like Warren Buffett as another example. Warren Buffett is one of the wealthiest individuals in the world, yet he didn't get there by following the latest trends or jumping on every new opportunity that came his way. He didn't make decisions based on emotion or short-term motivation. No. Warren Buffett is known for his disciplined approach to investing. He focuses on long-term growth and understands that success doesn't come from quick wins. It comes from making wise, steady choices over time, even when the market is volatile or uncertain. He doesn't get swayed by the ups and downs of the stock market. He stays focused on his goals and continues to make disciplined decisions, regardless of external circumstances. That's what has made him successful over the years. Success isn't about doing what feels good in the moment. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's about showing up every day, even when you're tired, even when it's hard, even when motivation is nowhere to be found. That's where discipline comes in. It's about building small, daily habits that move you closer to your goals. Whether it's working on your business, investing in your health, or building relationships, the big successes don't come from a single moment of motivation. They come from doing the small things, the necessary things, day after day. Ask yourself, what are the small daily habits that will move you closer to your success? What are the things you know you need to do, but maybe you've been putting off because you don't feel motivated? It's not about waiting for motivation to strike. It's about deciding that you will do it regardless of how you feel. Whether it's waking up early, doing the work even when it's difficult, or staying focused on your goals when distractions are all around you, it's the discipline to keep going that will make the difference. You have the power to make a decision today. You can choose to rely on motivation, but remember that it's a temporary force. Or you can choose discipline, which will carry you through the tough days, the moments of doubt, and the times when motivation is nowhere to be found. Discipline is what keeps you on track when the going gets tough. It's what transforms your dreams into reality. So ask yourself, what can you do today to build a habit of discipline that will move you closer to the life you want? Because it's not motivation that will take you there. it's discipline. In the pursuit of success, it's not the absence of failure that marks the difference between those who achieve and those who don't. It's the ability to rise after each fall. Every successful individual has faced moments of adversity, moments when everything seemed to be working against them. But what separates those who succeed from those who give up is their resilience. Resilience is the quiet force that pushes you to keep going when the odds are stacked against you, when the road is tough, and when it feels like you've exhausted all your options. Think about someone like J.K. Rowling, the woman who brought us Harry Potter. Before her books became a global phenomenon, Rowling was living on welfare, struggling as a single mother. She had a dream, a story she believed in with all her heart, but her journey was far from easy. Her manuscript was rejected by over a dozen publishers. Can you imagine how discouraging that must have been? Rejection after rejection, each one feeling like a blow to her dreams. But did she quit? Did she give up? Absolutely not. She refused to let those setbacks define her. She kept going. She believed in her story, and that belief was stronger than any rejection letter she received. Today, her books have sold over 500 million copies worldwide. Her resilience, her refusal to quit, is what made that success possible. This is the power of resilience. It's not about avoiding failure. It's about how you respond when you face it. Failure isn't the end. It's just a part of the journey. Every successful person has faced hardship. Every successful person has had to overcome obstacles. But what truly matters is not whether you face challenges, but how you face them. Do you let setbacks defeat you, or do you stand up, learn from them, and keep moving forward? Resilience isn't just about bouncing back from failure. It's about learning from it. Every mistake, every failure, every disappointment is a lesson in disguise. It's an opportunity to grow, to become stronger, to become better. When things don't go as planned, don't see it as the end of the road. See it as a chance to learn, adapt, and try again. Every successful person has faced rejection, criticism, and failure. But those who succeed are the ones who refuse to let those experiences break them. They use those moments as stepping stones to something greater. You see, resilience isn't about avoiding the storms, it's about weathering them. It's about continuing to move forward when it feels like everything is falling apart. It's about having the strength to rise again time after time, no matter how many times you fall. Life will challenge you. The world will test you, and at times it will feel like you're taking one step forward and two steps back. But what defines your success isn't how many times you fall, it's how many times you get up. So when you face adversity, remember this: it's not the end. It's just a part of your journey. Take the lessons from the hard times, bounce back with greater determination, and keep moving forward. The power of resilience is not in never falling, but in how you rise each time you do. It's about pushing through, staying strong, and believing in yourself, even when the world seems to be telling you to quit. Keep going. Every setback is just a setup for your comeback. Success is never a journey that's meant to be traveled alone. The idea that you can climb to the top of the mountain by yourself is a myth. The truth is, success is built on relationships, on the people who support you, challenge you, and walk alongside you. These relationships, whether they're personal or professional, are the foundation that holds up everything you're trying to build. You see, we all need people in our lives who are there for us, not just when things are good, but especially when things get tough. People who believe in us, people who push us, and people who help us see beyond what we can see on our own. Think about someone like Oprah Winfrey. Her name is known all around the world, and her impact is undeniable. But what most people don't see is that Oprah didn't get to where she is by doing it all on her own. She didn't just wake up one day with the world at her feet. She surrounded herself with mentors, coaches, and a team of people who believed in her vision. These were people who challenged her thinking, offered their wisdom, and helped her grow. Oprah didn't walk alone on the path to success. She made a conscious decision to build relationships with people who added value to her life. Through these relationships, she was able to expand her understanding, refine her skills, and navigate the complex journey toward her dreams. The people she chose to surround herself with helped her see things differently, taught her important lessons, and supported her through difficult times. The key here is that success isn't about networking or climbing the ladder at the expense of others. It's about creating genuine, meaningful connections that help you become the best version of yourself. You don't need to be surrounded by just anyone. You need to be surrounded by the right people, the ones who inspire you, who challenge you to push further, and who are genuinely interested in your success. These are the people who will celebrate your victories with you and who will also stand by you during your setbacks. They will lift you up when you can't lift yourself, and they will keep you grounded when you start to believe you've reached the top. These kinds of relationships are not just nice to have, they're essential for long-term success. When you build strong relationships, you're creating a support system that can weather the storms of life with you. Life will throw challenges your way, and when it does, the right people will be there to help you navigate them. It's in these moments that the power of your relationships will be most evident. Whether it's a mentor guiding you through a tough decision or a friend offering encouragement when you're feeling down, these relationships will be your lifeline. But remember, relationships are a two-way street. They require effort, investment, and care. It's not just about what you can get from others. It's also about what you give. Building meaningful relationships means showing up for others, offering support, and being there when they need you. It's about creating an environment of trust where both sides are committed to each other's growth and success. So take a look at the people you're surrounding yourself with. Are they the ones who will lift you up, challenge you, and help you grow? Are they the ones who will be there when you face your hardest battles? If you want to create a life of success, make sure you're building relationships that add value to both your life and the lives of those around you. When you do that, you'll find that success becomes not just something you achieve, but something you share with others. You can have all the vision in the world, all the dreams, all the ambition, but if you don't take action, it means nothing. Success is not about wishing for it, hoping for it, or thinking about it. It's about doing something about it every single day. It's the small steps taken consistently that lead to big changes. It's the daily actions that lay the foundation for monumental results. You can't just sit back and wait for success to come knocking at your door. It's the actions you take, no matter how small, that will open the door to the life you desire. Think about the story of Thomas Edison, a man who revolutionized the world with his invention of the light bulb. We all know the end result. The light bulb changed the way we live, work, and interact with the world. But what we often overlook is the countless failures that Edison faced on his journey. He didn't get it right the first time, or the second, or even the 1,000th time. In fact, he failed thousands of times before he succeeded. But did he give up? Did he sit down in defeat and say, "This isn't for me"? Absolutely not. Every failure was a lesson learned. Every setback was an opportunity to adjust and improve. He didn't stop trying. He took action every single day, kept experimenting, kept moving forward, and eventually the world saw the brilliance of his work. His success wasn't about avoiding failure. It was about continuing to take action, regardless of the obstacles. Now, look at your own life. How many times have you found yourself stuck, unsure of what to do next, or frustrated by a setback? It's easy to feel discouraged when things aren't going as planned. It's tempting to think that if it's not working now, it might never work. But that's where many people go wrong. Success is not about perfection. It's about persistence. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. It matters whether you get back up and take action again. Every step forward, no matter how small, moves you closer to your goals. The key is to keep moving. Even on the days when you don't feel like it, even when things seem tough, taking action is what will keep you in the game. It's important to remember that success doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of consistent action over time. You might not see immediate results, but don't let that discourage you. Every small step you take compounds, and over time, those little efforts add up to something much greater than you could imagine. Think of it like planting a seed. At first, you don't see anything happening above the ground, but underneath, roots are growing, expanding, and preparing for the day when the plant will sprout. The same goes for your actions. They might not always show immediate results, but they're building the foundation for your future success. So ask yourself, what's one small action you can take today that will bring you closer to your goal? What's one step, no matter how minor it seems, that will move you forward? Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for everything to be aligned perfectly. Take action now, because every day you delay, you're missing an opportunity to move closer to the life you want. Success is built one step at a time. It's the actions you take today that will shape the results you see tomorrow. Keep moving forward. Success isn't a product of chance. It's the result of consistent effort, the right mindset, and a refusal to settle for anything less than what you are capable of achieving. You must build success, step by step, day by day. It doesn't happen overnight, and it certainly doesn't come to those who wait for the perfect moment. It comes to those who take action, those who make a commitment to vision, growth, and discipline. It comes to those who rise every time they fall, who understand the value of relationships, and most importantly, who refuse to accept anything less than their best. You have the power to shape your life, to carve out the future you desire. But it requires more than just hoping for it or dreaming about it. It takes action. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to go. And every step of the way, you must take action with intention. Action born out of a vision of what's possible. Action driven by a commitment to growth. Discipline to stay the course, resilience to overcome the setbacks, and the relationships that fuel your journey. All of these pieces come together to create a life of success. But they are meaningless without the willingness to take that first step and continue moving forward. When you ask yourself, what will my life look like when I commit to these principles? The answer will become clear. Your life will be the sum of your daily choices. Your future will reflect the habits you build today. If you decide today to commit to growth, to take action every single day, to build relationships that inspire and challenge you, and to be resilient when challenges arise, your future will be full of possibility, and it will be full of success. But it starts now. The key to your future is not in waiting for opportunities, it's in creating them, day by day. No matter where you are today, no matter the challenges you face, the power to change your life is in your hands. The future you desire is within reach, but you must choose it. You must make the decision to step up, to take action, and to commit to the principles that will carry you through. This is not about having everything figured out from the start. It's about taking that first step, then the next, then the next. Every action you take builds momentum, and before you know it, you'll look back and realize how far you've come. So, don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for things to magically fall into place. Create the life you want today. Take responsibility for your success and make the decision right now that you will never settle for anything less than your best. The power to create your future is in your hands. You have everything you need to succeed, but it all starts with that first step. Take it today and don't look back. The life you want is waiting for you to create it.